Alright, so I've now connected up the motor. So for my three-phase breaker, I got my L1, L2, which would represent red, white, blue. Then I got from T1, it just says that it's going to my thermal overload. You can see that it goes to L1. The second one goes to L2, and then so forth. So they just follow each other. And then I got my three leads going out to my motor. So these three from T1, T2, T3 go straight over to my motor. And there's my leads here, so these three here. And then that end is just my start point, so I've just started. I also want to point out that the white cables that I got in parallel with my start is actually my latching contact. So there, 53, 54. If you look at 53, 54, it's normally open. All right, let's look at if it works. I'm going to turn it all on. If I push the contact, it started. Here's my motor. You can see it's spinning at the moment. I will push the stop button here. You can hear the contactor drop out. There you can see my motor is now slowing down. I'll just put a bit of, there you go. And then I'm going to start it again. As you can see, the motor is now spinning again. But this time I'll trip it with my thermal overload just to show you that it works. There you go. There you can see there's my motor stopping now as well. So pretty straightforward. This is the most common way of doing it. And again, if I want to change direction, I can just do it up here. If we have a quick look, there's my motor. It's spinning currently. It's spinning clockwise. If I swap it up here, I'm just swapping any two leads. It will now spin in the opposite direction. As you can see now, it will go anti-clockwise. So yeah, pretty straightforward how this works. Most common way of doing it. I can connect that motor in delta as well. Again, all I need is a normally open contact for my start, excuse me. Then I need a normally close on my stop. I need a normally closed contact for my DOL, which then goes out straight out to my coil. And then I got my power cable, which at the moment is just there. Then I'm linking the contactor up with the with my TOL. And then from the thermal overload, my cables go straight out to my motor. And there's the start point. And most importantly, if I don't have my latching contact in, I just want to show you my latching contact. So I've just disconnected my latching contact just to show you what it does then, because sometimes people forget to do it. So I want to show you what it looks like. So if I don't have my latching contact in, we know that the start is spring loaded, so it'll start up, but look, the moment I let go of it, the motor will stop to spin as well. So it stops immediately. As you can see, it's slowly going down. So again, the latching contact is there to keep the circuit going once the contactor is energized. And I get that from a normally open contact from my K1 contactor, which is on my drawing that I initially had up here again. So that's my DOL. So that K1.1 latching contact, that's the one I just had disconnected and showed you that the moment I let go of my start button, that the motor without it will stop, because you can imagine that it opens up the circuit. There's no path for the current to flow. But when I got the latching on there and I push the start button, the current will go through my stop button, through my TOL. K1 will energize. Once it energizes, K1.1 will close, and then my current will flow from here, through there, down, through, and all the way down. All right, hope this works. See you later.